Throughout the 1970s, the Colonel was a part of the American pop culture zeitgeist, second only to Ronald McDonald in brand recognition to any Gen X kid. He was the living embodiment of a brand long before influencers did it for the gram, and he was loved by Americans, but he's damn near worshipped in Japan. All across Asia, Kentucky Fried Chicken was the largest American fast food chain for years. In Japan, KFC means Christmas. You can't get a table at a KFC in Japan on Christmas Day. It's a national tradition. It's like Jewish people eating Chinese food on Christmas in the States. Japanese people eat KFC on Christmas. In fact, the Colonel is pretty much a stand-in for Santa Claus, or at least closely associated with him like an elf and reindeer over there. After several trips to Japan in the 1970s, his statue adorned pretty much every KFC venue, and after a baseball team in Japan won the Japanese World Series, happy fans tossed a Colonel statue in the nearby river, and that team has not been back to the series since 1985 when that transpired. Local legends call it the Curse of the Colonel, and a few years ago, most of the statue was actually recovered from the river and returned to a KFC near the original location, but local legend says until the missing left-handed glasses of the Colonel are recovered and rejoined to the Colonel, the curse will not be lifted, and they take that shit seriously in Japan. The flesh and blood Colonel Sanders left the world December 16th, 1980, 40 years ago, the week that I write and record this show. He was a deeply religious man and probably would be kind of offended to know his effigy was being used in a quasi-religious fashion. Chances are he would offer to kick the shit out of the folks who did it, but who knows? I'm sure he really liked Japanese women, so he might just use it to his advantage.
Seltzer Kings
podcasts.